All right, what's up, y'all? We're back again with Bobby Z and
Ryan O'Toole.
Exactly. This is our show. Watch hard.
Wow, you nailed this one.
I nailed it. I got it this time. Whoop, whoop. A for effort. We're going to be talking about movies and we're going to be dissecting them and getting really in depth.
They know.
Exactly. Y'all saw the first episode. You know what we doing.
They figured it out by now.
Exactly. Not a damn thing. So today we're going to be talking about the Truman Show.
When did we watch the Truman Show, Z?
We watched it, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, it's fresh in our
well
minds.
prepared. Exactly. Right up there. Anyways, you want to go into our first? Okay, so before we get into breaking down the films, we're going to open up with a little segment I like to call Show Me the Movies. Yes. We're going to talk about new trailers that we've seen, movies that are coming out, and things that we're excited to see. You want to go first?
I mean, you can go first.
I'll go first.
Okay.
So, of course, they're doing a new Tammy Faye Bakker movie with Jessica Chastain. I'm very, very excited for it. Are you familiar with Tammy Faye Bakker?
Yeah, but they did a first one of those?
You know what? I think they have done one before, or at least I've seen their characters portrayed in other things. I think they were in that Candelabra movie that they did about
Liberace?
Yes, Liberace on HBO. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure Tammy Faye Bakker was in there.
Okay,
because she was good friends with the lover. You know, Tammy Faye Bakker, she loved the gays.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, that's that church lady realness, honey.
That's because they had all that money.
Yeah. Well, you know, that was like TV and royalty and all of that stuff back in the days of the mega churches. I mean, they still doing that bullshit. But what was so great about Tammy Faye, she was a very powerful woman in the church, and she was also very, very cool with the gays. She's like, look, the gays have always taken care of me. They done always made sure I look good. I don't know about that, but it was the 80s, you know, the makeup. So I'm very interested to see how Jessica Chastain takes on this role, because she's one of those actresses, when she does a role, she really, really gets into character.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she transforms, like even the visual. And she was talking about the prosthetics and everything that they were doing with her face and all the stuff it was causing. But I'm super excited to see it. I think Jessica Chastain is going to be absolutely amazing. I know I've already said that Emma Thompson is going to get the Oscar for Best Supporting, but I don't know. Jessica Chastain, she might have a chance.
Wouldn't she be best
for
actress?
For best actress. Excuse me.
She's the star of the show.
Brain fart. I don't know if she's a star yet. I gotta see the movie.
It's about her. She's the star.
You got a point there. Yeah.
I feel like,
I don't know. Django was more about Christoph Waltz's character to me than it was about Django.
Yeah, but he was
Django.
the titular character.
Yeah. But Christoph Waltz got the Oscar for Best Supporting, and I'm like, it's kind of really more about him.
They didn't want to give it to you got Best Supporting. That's his second Best Supporting, right? Didn't he get it for Inglourious Bastards too?
I believe so.
Yeah, he works well with Tarantino.
Yeah. Did he get anything for Water for Elephants?
No, hell no. Nobody got shit for that movie.
I thought you said it was really good.
No, I said it was okay.
I didn't bother watching
the chemistry between Pattinson and Witherspoon was not good, even though they're really good friends in real life.
Really?
Yeah, they were on screen together.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
Was it supposed to be a romantic thing?
Yeah, they fall in love.
I should just say that's probably why. A lot of people have assumed like something has gone on with them, but they are really, really, really good friends. She took care of them after, the Kristen Stewart drama. And, they're just close friends. And maybe that was a little bit hard to transcend into more of a loving thing on screen because they already had that friendship.
The problem with Water for Elephants, it was just so melodramatic.
Okay.
Oh my God. Okay. Everything was so goddamn dire.
Okay.
There's no like funniness at all.
Extra? Yeah. Trying too hard?
Yeah, it's like,
exactly. Yeah. Okay. And speaking of Kristen Stewart.
What about her?
Yes. I know you excited to see her play Princess Diana. He loves Kristen Stewart.
What's that, Spencer?
Yeah, Spencer.
Yeah. She's going to win the Oscar.
She might. Jessica Chastain might have a little competition on that note.
They love biopics. You know they do.
They do.
Especially if they're done right.
They do love biopics. Although we keep forgetting Aretha just came out.
Did anyone see Aretha?
I don't know anybody who's seen Aretha.
I didn't know it came out.
Me neither.
Dude, I can't keep track of movies anymore because they're crappy releases.
Actually, I think Tammy comes out today.
Does it?
Yeah, I think so. I think it comes out on the 17th. Shoot, it's already Oscar season. You know what?
The reviews are okay.
The reviews are just okay? For which one?
The Eyes of Tammy Faye, 67%.
Okay.
Ooh, Cry Macho is pretty split. That didn't look good though. I know people like Eastwood, but he's got to retire. He's so old.
He's so old. And I'm sorry, I don't really watch many of his newer movies, but from the looks of the trailers, they all kind of look like the same movie just running together.
It's mostly just old ass Clint Eastwood being mad at you.
Exactly.
Even though, actually, did you ever see Trouble with the Curve? That's really delightful.
I loved Trouble with
Amy
the Curve.
Adams and
I
Justin
love
Timberlake.
Trouble with the Curve. I kind of felt like they were trying to prove why Moneyball was bullshit because I loved Moneyball, and I'm comparing them because they're baseball movies and they came out right around the same exact
You're
time.
right, they did.
And both of them had stellar cast and great stories, and we're trying to prove the points of like, no, this is how you coach baseball, this is how you do baseball, and it came from two very different perspectives. But both of them were great. Yeah, Clint Eastwood did a good job with that.
Clint Eastwood's done a bunch of fantastic movies.
He does.
I mean, I like Clint Eastwood.
Exactly.
Even back in the days of the spaghetti westerns with Sergio Leone.
Yeah.
Do you ever see any of those? Good, Bad, the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars.
Yeah. Westerns.
Yeah, Westerns.
Susan Barber. That was one of our favorite teachers at LMU.
She was cool.
Yeah, she was cool.
I didn't have Westerns with Barber.
You didn't have Westerns with Barber?
I had Westerns with Hadley.
Oh, okay.
I liked Hadley. Richard Hadley. He was cool.
Yeah.
Drew name dropping. He's like, keep your my fucking name out of your mouth.
I always assume I had every time I think of like a film review class that we had, I always think I had Barbara with it because she Irish cinema, Australian cinema, women in cinema. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Who did I have Westerns with?
Did you take Westerns? I took Westerns.
I took Westerns.
I had it with Hadley.
I don't think I had it with
And
Hadley.
I don't remember a lot of my teachers' names because, we were drunk a lot.
I remember the good ones.
I had so many teachers. I was like,
shout out to you, Jeff Phillips. I know you watching.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Because I got way better shit to do than this.
I can already hear him in my head. So, have you watched any new movies this week?
Yeah, we did. We did watch one.
We did.
Vacation Friends.
Yeah.
That was great.
It was absolutely
People shit
amazing.
all over and I loved it.
Exactly. Okay, this man was trying to convince me for about an hour. Like, Z, let's watch Vacation Friends. I was like, no, I want to watch something else. I heard it ain't got great reviews.
It doesn't. It has terrible reviews.
Exactly. But he just has to. He's on a mission to win me over with John Cena. And I'm just going to say success.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished. I love this man. He's so funny. He's hilarious in the entire movie. What's the other? Laurel Howery?
Yes. Is that right?
Lil Ray Howery?
I'm going to butcher his name, dude.
Me too. But he's hilarious. And I love him in every single thing I've seen him in. He was the only part of Get Out that I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
He's very funny. You know?
That original ending was so much more depressing.
Oh,
Which makes it a better movie.
It does make it a better movie. Exactly. The reason why I felt like it still was kind of more in a dark comedy thing was because it kind of turned out okay for the dude.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a dark comedy.
Exactly. Had it not, I would have been like, okay, that was
I know. We're getting a little off
shit.
topic here, but
real.
everyone says Jordan Peele is like the new king of horror.
I'm not seeing it.
I don't see it either.
I'm not seeing it.
I didn't care for Us. I tell a lie. I love the first 20 minutes of Us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought the first 20 minutes of Us was really good.
Exactly.
Really scary.
Spoiler alert. Once it became more and more clear that she was the tester, it was like, But you know what? What bothers me about so many new horror directors or so many ones who want to do thrillers, whether it's Jordan Peele or whether it's M. Night Shyamalan or who the hell else ever, they try to focus so hard on the twist. It's like, we done seen that twist coming from a mile away, baby. I know. You feel?
Oh, I know.
We saw you squeeze that lemon into that iced tea, twist it up. It's fine. It's basic. We've seen it before. Focus on... I'm trying to think of what's a really, really good horror that I like. That
Flanagan's.
I know. Say what?
Flanagan's work.
Oh, yeah. Like Mike Flanagan's work.
Or, I'm blanking on his name.
I was
John
trying
Woo.
to think. I was trying to think
Jesus
movies,
Christ.
not
John
series.
Woo.
But focus on building
like
up
John
the
Woo.
tone. Focus on the characters. What's going on in the world? Does it make sense? If you're building shit just to be around a twist, I'm sorry, then the characters' motivations, they're not going to seem genuine.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about The Visit?
Yes.
Exactly. My biggest problem with The Visit is In this day and age,
spoiler alerts, all spoilers, just spoilers up the ass.
Exactly. I'm finna read The Visit for Phil. I'm sorry, M. Night Shyamalan. You ain't did no good movies. I said what I said, but you're great at working with actors because he's always good at getting.
Dude, I like Lady in the Water, and people fucking hate on it. I don't hate it.
I still need to watch.
It's not good. It's not a good movie.
Yeah.
But I enjoy it. I enjoy the setup. I enjoy everything. I hate his fucking character. He plays like, that is a fucking self-pompous windbag in that scene.
I believe it.
Oh my God.
I believe
when
it.
You see it,
I bet he's like that in real life.
When you see it, you're going to be like, oh, Jesus Christ, Shyamalan. Stroke your own ego enough.
Probably.
Dude, he could have made that role and not casted himself. And it wouldn't look like such a pretentious D-bag.
Yeah. All I'm going to need for M. Night Shyamalan to do, stop trying to write shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop. The only thing you need to be there doing on set is working with the actors. That's it. Bring in another person.
You think if he got teamed up with somebody?
Yeah, if he got teamed up with somebody, he'd do very, very, very well. Very well.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Because he does bring out good performances.
He brings out good performances.
He's also good with working with children.
He's really great at working with children.
But he's not, because the fucking performances in Last Airbender and After Earth were both terrible.
You know what?
Maybe Holy Joel Osment was just a really good kid actor.
No. Stop trying to do metaphysical shit.
Nah, maybe he's not good.
Stick to your horror thriller shit that you kind of like to do, your creepy horror shit. Nickelodeon shouldn't have let him walk anywhere near the last Avatar Last Airbender series. Anywhere near it. You already had a fabulously established story. It was perfect. It was literally, everybody loves it. And as soon as everybody heard that M. Night Shyamalan was taking on the project, people were writing into Nickelodeon like, oh my God, no, please. He's going to ruin it. He tried to do all of book one in one movie. Stupid. We already gotten used to doing the 2 parts. I
just don't think it adapts well to screen.
You might have a point. We'll see what Netflix live action.
I don't think it's I don't have any faith in Netflix anymore.
But back to The Visit, because I don't went off all. No, you're fine.
I'm just saying, because having Netflix, even though they have a good series, they cancel it like with a season left.
Yeah.
Santa Clarita Diet, which I heard was great, got canceled.
Yeah.
Glow ended on a goddamn cliffhanger.
Right. Well, I mean, they might bring it back. They brought back Grace and Frankie.
No, they bring back other people's shit, not their own shit.
Grace and Frankie is their own shit.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was 100% Netflix.
Oh, was it?
If I'm correct. Yeah.
Is it?
And I hope they finally bring in, what's her name? Dolly Parton.
I guess it was always on Netflix. I thought it was on something else first.
Yeah. But no, damn, we...
The Visit.
Spending way too much time on M. Night Shyamalan. But no, my biggest problem with The Visit, getting back to horror directors and just focusing on the twist, is the big twist of The Visit, spoiler alert again, is that the grandparents don't turn out to be their grandparents, but it doesn't make any sense. Because what parent is sending their child all the way across America without at least doing some kind of Skype call, phone call,
or even a phone call? You call mom. Hey, mom, how the fuck are the kids?
Exactly.
That's what you would say. We talked about how you fix it.
You
just kill the mom off.
Just kill the mom off.
And everyone thinks they're her actual parents. And they just go to move and live with them.
Kill the mom off. The dad ain't nowhere to be found.
So they go live with the grandparents.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They got the family lawyer. Her lawyer's like, oh, well, you guys got to go live with
and nobody,
And he wouldn't know that wasn't her parents.
Exactly.
Boom. Fixed.
I know.
Make the shit work. Think it out, flesh it out, and ask yourself, how plausible is this situation? But no, you're so focused on the twist that you're not thinking about how does shit lead up to the twist.
That'd be a much scarier twist with these kids realize, holy shit, these aren't my fucking grandparents.
It's up to the kids to figure it out. Because then we as the audience, if we don't know that, and it's like we're kind of going through the process with the kids and seeing how they start to figure out, and it's just like, what the hell? I wouldn't even release most of that in the trailers.
Well, dude, that's another problem. We're just jumping all over the place. Trailers reveal too goddamn much.
Way too fucking much.
Why is Doc Ock already in the new Spider-Man trailer?
Why?
You could have totally saved that.
I'm telling you, if Disney owned the rights to Star Wars back in the 70s, we would have already knew Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker. We already would have known.
You know what?
Know what?
Know what?
Oh, bigger spoiler.
If you haven't seen that.
I know, right? Don't let your kids watch the show. We be cussing too motherfucking much anyways. Yeah. But however, yes, if Disney had the rights to Star Wars at that time, we would have already known that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's father from the trailer. It would have all been spoiled. Yeah, it would have been. Exactly. No reveal. They don't save anything for the movie anymore. And what's weird about it is, I know they're trying to market and hype it up and get people's asses in the seats, but Disney, you don't have to do that. Every single series that you're working with already has a hugely established fan base. You don't have to give that much away.
They did. Disney's alienating people left and right. People are still pissed about that last Star Wars debacle.
You mean the actual movie?
Yeah, the movies.
You know what? You got a point.
The shows are doing fine.
No, yeah. Absolutely, because I was about ready to be done with Star Wars. After that last trilogy, I was like, you know what? At this point, there's more bad ones than good ones. The only good one that came out of Disney so far was Rogue One.
I'd love to see the original cut.
Right?
That super like hard, gritty one.
Right?
They, like made them edit a bunch.
Man.
I want to know what happened on that goddamn beach. Remember the teaser?
Yes.
With the stormtroopers walking up on that beach? What happened there?
What happened on that beach? They'll probably release like an extended cut. No.
Disney just destroys everything.
Yeah, that's true. Disney don't ever
come out. And then they lock its ass in a vault and release it 30 years later.
They ain't doing that damn vault no more.
No, they don't. Now this Plus is
now that Plus is a thing.
The vault was an amazing business tactic, though.
It was. Exactly. Me having to wait all them years to get my copy of Little Mermaid DVD. Why is it in a vault? What kind of vault?
The Disney vault.
I know. Do they just make 1 billion copies and then put it in an actual vault? Or do they just stop making them for a certain
Did you ever hear why they... Did you ever hear the urban legend why they changed... Why Disney's Frozen is called Frozen?
No.
You know the old urban legend that fucking Walt Disney's Frozen?
Oh, seriously?
So they called Disney's Frozen, so when people Google Disney Frozen, it would just put up Disney's fucking Frozen, oh my God, Elsa, and all that shit.
Oh my God.
That's an urban legend, but I think it's true. I love it.
Exactly. You know what? I don't need any evidence. It sounds like it makes sense, so I'm going to go with that. Okay.
Everyone always says Frozen beneath the Matterhorn.
I've heard that it's only his head.
I've
heard that he was cryogenically frozen, but they were like, just did the head thing.
Why would they just do his fucking head?
I don't know. Simpsons tells the future, and they were the first ones to do that. Like, oh, in the future, it's just going to people like old rich people head and jars. They extended that to Futurama. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I was like, I heard they did that to Walt Disney.
They severed his head and put it in a jar.
Exactly.
Let's just desecrate this fucking guy's corpse real fast. Look at a guy in a Mickey costume just sawing.
Now, Disney, this is the kind of stuff you should be doing for your Halloween Horror Night.
What, the fucking Mickey walking around with the
exactly.
Oh, shit.
I take my kids.
Actually, to be fair, that old Snow White ride was scary as shit.
I don't even remember it, but I remember
it was called The Scary Adventures of Snow White.
Okay.
There was like no fucking Snow White in it.
Was it based on the Sigourney Weaver version?
No, it was just the witch. It was just literally the witch.
It was like just the
entire time.
Wow.
It never had a line because kids hated it.
I'm going to dust myself off a bit. I'm sweating like a sinner in church. I remember my first time going to Disneyland, and my sister just cried and cried and cried on that Alice in Wonderland ride. But the ride that had me like creeped out the most, It's a Small World After All.
I just bored the shit out of me.
That shit was so creepy to me. I saw those kids, and I didn't understand the concept of like animatronics because I was like about 4 years old. It was like one of my earliest memories. I thought like they were actual kids that they had like stuffed into dolls or something and were like keeping them there. I'm like, why are they kidnapping all these children? Like, this is creepy. I felt like I was going to be like the next kid stuck in there.
You weren't cute enough.
Yes, I was. I was adorable. You shut your lies. I was such a cute little baby. What happened? Oh my gosh. Okay, we can start.
Truman Show?
Yeah, we can start. Unless there's any more movies that are coming out that you want to see.
I mean, there's a lot of movies. And I meant to say James Wan. I said
John yeah.
James Wan's also killing in horror. I want to see
Malignant. James Wan is doing a good job.
I want to see Malignant.
Yeah. Me too. He's really good at establishing tone.
Yeah, the fact that he got off Conjuring 3 really shows, because Conjuring 3 fucking
It does fucking show, you know. Like those last couple of seasons of True Blood when Alan Ball left. Consistency. If you gonna do stuff like that and it's gonna be like a series or something, I'm gonna need the studios to start putting contracts together because they already do it for the actors where they gotta sit up there and do a certain amount of like, oh, okay, well, if we're gonna intend on this being a series, we need to make sure your ass is gonna stay for the whole part.
Yeah.
You know? That's one of them Harry Potter movies all over the place. Too many different creative directions.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Especially in the first couple ones.
Mm-hmm.
Like it feels like totally different tones.
It does. It does. Christopher Columbus did the first two, and I'm okay with his versions.
They're very
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of those things.
Like I like Alfonso Cuarón's.
Yeah, Alfonso Cuarón's is the best. Hands down, Prisoner of Azkaban is the best. We talked about this last time. And there's something that I love about J.K. Rowling in her writing, even though she's a TERF, whatever.
What'd you call her?
A TERF.
The fuck's a TERF?
Trans exclusionary radical feminist.
Okay.
Yeah. She done got, I don't know, she done got rich and she done got on.
Who the fuck came up with that?
I don't know. That's just what the people say on the Twitter.
Someone worked really hard on that.
Someone
spent countless hours. How the fuck can I make an anagram out of this? Hold on, I'm going to make it fucking work.
I don't know where it comes from.
That did not happen spur of the moment.
All I know is now she's a transphobe. She's on her thing. Whatever, we're moving on. But however, one thing I will say about the books and the writing is the content of Harry Potter gets more and more adult as he gets older. Yeah. And I kind of love that. She did that James Joyce Portrait of the Artist kind of bullshit where it just progresses. And I'm okay with how Christopher Columbus did the first two movies because they do feel very childlike, very fun, you know, kind of getting into even though it's inherently a dark story. You know, we're starting off with a little orphan boy. His parents get murdered.
I mean, how's that any different than a Disney movie?
Ain't that many Disney orphans? Cinderella.
There's a lot of dead parents.
There is a lot of dead parents.
Did you ever hear the urban legend about that?
Yeah, but hold up.
What?
See, there's dead parents, but a lot of the kids don't have to sit up there and worry about whoever killed their parents coming back to get them.
I mean, technically Harry Potter didn't either. His killer was dead too.
No, Voldemort's coming for him. Voldemort wasn't dead.
He only came for because Harry kept fucking with shit. If Harry just would have left alone.
No, Voldemort had it. See, that's why you need to read the books. This is what happens when you deal with Muggleborns who done only seen the movies.
You're a Muggleborn too.
I am not a Muggleborn. I am a half-blood. Excuse me.
Okay, which one?
I've read most of the books and seen all of the movies. Exactly. The only book I haven't read is Chamber. That's the only one I haven't read. And that's because my mom bought me Chamber first and I had started reading it. And then everyone was like, no. Sorcerer's Stone's the one that came out first. And I was like, oh, okay. So then we went out and got Sorcerer's Stone and I tossed Chamber to the side and was like, whoop, whoop. And after that, I thought them books were way too sophomoric for me. Shit, I was into Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles at that point. I was like, this is some kid shit. I didn't really get back into the movies. And then I started reading the fourth book. I didn't pick up Prisoner of Azkaban until after college.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so once it jumps off into the third one with Alfonso Cuarón and we're getting into Half-Blood Prince, that's where shit really does
When did David Yates take over?
David Yates took over for the fifth one.
Who did 4?
God, the name's right off the tip of my tongue. Who did the fourth one?
That's not important.
Who did Goblet of Fire? You know what? And what's funny is I complain about Goblet of Fire so much because of so much that they left out of the book. But word on the street is the director wanted to actually call the movie Harry Potter and the Triwizard Tournament. Because that's all they focused on.
They're not going to let that happen.
Yeah, the studio was like, no. He's like, but I'm really not doing anything.
The studios wouldn't let Will Smith and Jackie Chan call that new Karate Kid movie the Kung Fu Kid. Even though he learned Kung Fu and not karate.
Mike Newell. I kept wanting to say Patrick Doyle, but Patrick Doyle did the score for the fourth one. Mike Newell directed it, but yeah. And it's not that the movie is particularly bad. It just skips over so much. I mean,
that's a thick book though.
Yeah. That's a thick book. That one should have been in 2 parts.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah. 4 and 5 should have been 2 parts. Those 2 should have been 2 parts. 6 could have been 1, but they still needed to do more of Voldemort's past. I'm sorry, David Yates cut out too much too, and those movies are bad. Mike Newell's, it's an okay movie, but you know, I feel like every episode I'm gonna find a way to bring up Harry Potter.
Well, we're 2 for 2. Let's try again next week.
Exactly. I am going to see Half-Blood Prince tonight. And there's going to be a live orchestra performing all the music. I'm very, very excited for it. I have a cloak. I have my wand. I'm ready to go.
I'm going to go scrub toilets after this.
I know. You poor baby. I'm so sorry. So yes, let's go ahead and get into The Truman Show.
Which you watched 3 weeks ago.
We watched 3 weeks ago, but it's your favorite movie. You done seen it plenty of times.
I have seen it plenty of times.
I've seen it a lot of times if you count me sleeping through most of it.
You finally watched it.
I finally watched it like the whole thing.
What'd you think?
I thought it was amazing.
Isn't it terrifying?
It is so terrifying. Oh my God. Oh my God. What a scary ass movie. Now see, Midsommar, this is how you do a horror movie in daytime. This is how you do it. Okay? Everything about that town was just way too perfect. It was very creepy. It was like living in a dollhouse.
Rewatch Midsommar without thinking it's a sequel to Hereditary and you'll appreciate it a lot more.
You know what? You might be right. That was just marketed to me the wrong way.
Once you rewatch it, I rewatched it. It's really unsettling. It's more about grief.
And no, it is. It's a very unsettling story, but you know me, I was like, where are the demons? But you know what? I just said 20 minutes ago that there's a hard time with new horror and thriller directors establishing tone. One thing I will say is Midsommar establishes its tone very quickly, and it's very consistent throughout the film.
It does.
You know, with that one, it's more a problem of the characters. I just didn't care for any of them.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Mm-hmm. When Homegirl became the May Queen, and then they burned her
boyfriend. Spoilers.
They know I should. We done said spoilers so many times. If you watching this show, go watch movies first.
Watch all the movies ever
so that you know what we talking. And if you hear us say a movie, just pause the episode, go watch the movie, then come back so you'll know what the fuck we talking about. Okay?
We have no fucking rhyme or reason to anything we do. We just jumping around.
We do.
But yeah, you're not supposed to like those characters. They're all pretty unlikable.
They're very unlikable. They're very, very unlikable. I was like, I don't care if any of
her
these
boyfriend straight up fucking sucks.
Her boyfriend was a douchebag. I was like, girl, you need to get with this dude in this coat because he way nicer. He was so nice to her. He was the only one who was attentive to her. I was like, yes, they crazy, but he cute and he nice. Sometimes that's all you need. I'd rather have a nice boyfriend in a coat than, you know what? Nope, I'm going to be quiet. Absolutely not. I'm not even going there.
Okay, so The Truman Show.
The Truman Show.
1998. Directed by Peter Weir.
Peter Weir. That's right.
He's done a lot of good movies.
He's done, yeah. I'm not familiar with too many of his movies, but I know his
You've seen Dead Poets Society.
I have not seen Dead Poets
Society. You've never seen Dead Poets Society?
It has been
You love Robin Williams.
Exactly. I love Robin Williams. You know, he was up for The Truman Show.
Was he? As Truman?
Yeah.
Really?
He was.
That makes sense. They worked together.
Yes, they have worked together. I love Robin Williams. He's one of my favorite people in the world. He's one of my favorite actors. The man was so funny. I was so sad to hear about his passing.
Yeah.
You know, God, we lost some good ones like all in a row.
Yeah.
We lost Robin Williams. We lost Alan Rickman. We lost Philip Seymour. It's like they just kept on stacking it. Between 2014 and 2018, just like a lot of good people, unfortunately. But
you saw Fearless. We watched that together in class.
Yeah. Fearless was good.
I've never seen Green Card, and I heard it's delightful.
Okay. Dead Poets Society been sitting there on my Netflix. He
did Master Commander.
Years. Yeah.
My uncle loves that movie.
My dad loves that movie.
It's boring.
Yeah, I tried.
So have I.
Oh my God.
Coming off Gladiator, like it's Gladiator, but with nope.
Yep.
It's not. It's nothing like that.
It was not like that. People just said that because Russell Crowe was in it.
Yep, exactly.
That's literally exactly.
It's Gladiator with boats.
Exactly. Like people stop pitching shit the wrong way because people come in expecting this and then they get like some other shit and they're misjudging it. You know. That's true. We got to remember to go into films with more of an open mind.
He also did Witness.
What the studio says. You know what? I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to be like, if I'm really excited for a film to come out, I'm not going to read any reviews. I'm not going to watch any fucking trailers, nothing. I want to just experience it for what it is without going in with any kind of opinion and any shit spoiled beforehand. You know?
Yeah, I'm not too worried anymore. Because reviews are weird now.
Reviews are paid for.
Yeah, well, some are paid for, and some are just people's really weird opinions.
I can't seem to understand. Every time something comes out on Rotten Tomatoes, this Disney, they just sit up there and I was going to say, suck that dick. They do. They do. I'm sorry. They be sitting up there jerking off Disney every fucking time a new movie comes out. And then I go see them like, that was absolutely awful. But then when some other like hero movies or something comes out, you know, they're like, oh, it was terrible. It's I don't know what it is about Disney. I love Disney. You know me. I'm a big Disney fan. But not every one of their movies is that great. My Hero...
Big Hero 6.
I was going to say My Hero Academia. Big Hero 6 was some fucking garbage.
I didn't get
How did Train Your Dragon lose to that shit? I want to know. I need somebody to explain to me.
How did you Train Your Dragon 1 didn't lose to that, did it?
I believe it did. Was it the...
second one?
The second one? One of them lost to Brave, and Brave was good, so I'll give Disney that one. But one of them lost to Big Hero 6. Because Big Hero 6 ended up winning that year.
Yeah, and it's not.
We'll just look it up real
People
quick.
love Big Hero 6.
People did, and it was garbage.
Yeah. I hated the message it had.
Absolutely.
That message was bullshit.
Exactly. Corporations aren't bad.
The villain was the villain made too much sense.
The villain did make too much sense. He thought they killed his daughter, and for the most part of the movie, we thought they killed his daughter.
Yeah, but it's not like they accidentally killed their daughter in free. He said,
Exactly.
"This is gonna fucking kill my daughter. Don't do it." They told him to go fuck himself, and they did, and killed his daughter.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're supposed to root against this guy.
Excuse me.
But we're rooting for Hero, who's on revenge for the guy that killed his brother. But he didn't force his brother.
Didn't nobody tell your dumbass brother to run into a fire? I thought he supposed to be smart. The whole building now sitting up there going to place.
Also,
my teacher.
Also, how do you not know his teacher didn't go out the back? It's
exactly.
a huge building. There's more than one exit.
Maybe walk around the back and say, "Hey, professor, you here?"
Or just wait.
Exactly. You ain't in the fire department. Stay your ass outside. I'm sorry. That's the problem. He was trying to play hero. I'm sorry, Hero, but your brother was trying to play hero and he died. And that ain't nobody's fault but his. I mean, of course, whoever started the fire, because the bad guy did start the fire, but he didn't intend to kill anybody. He was just trying to steal that shit so he can go get back at the company that killed his daughter.
Yes.
Okay. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
And Hero conveniently forgets that he was trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Like the first half of the movie, he's trying to kill that guy.
Yeah.
So you can't spin it like, oh, I learned. Fuck that, Hero. You were trying to do the same fucking thing with way less cause.
Exactly. Way less. Kill your brother for no money. I'm trying to see who else were the nominees. Best animated feature nominees. Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 2.
I thought it was 2.
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon 2 lost to Big Hero 6.
2 might have been the best one of those.
Yeah.
I like 3 was okay.
Oh my gosh, yes.
But 1 and 2 are the best ones.
Spoiler alert.
It's all spoilers.
His father, that end scene. Oh, I cried.
That's not the end. It's like
Isn't that the end? No. Is that the middle?
He dies towards like the all is lost moment.
Yeah, the all is lost. Well, going into the third act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The all is lost moment.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's getting to the end. That's the part of the end. That's the beginning of the end.
All right, Truman Show.
Truman Show. Yes, I know, right? We just be bouncing all over the place.
Okay, so you liked it.
I liked it, and I was very terrified. What is wrong with society? I don't understand. The fact that everybody in the world is kind of in on it, because even if you're not an actor or an active player in the world of Truman, everybody was watching.
Everybody was.
Everybody was watching.
They had the bars that were exclusively to shows the Truman Show all day.
Oh my God. What are we doing, society? And I believe it, because America is kind of obsessed with watching other people's lives, and it's very much a reality show.
Yeah.
But it's very creepy. Mm-hmm. It's very, very creepy. The way the world is built, everything that's established, the things that are put into the world. There's something, it speaks to a very dark human psyche about how they built the world that's supposed to be perfect for him. Why is his best friend Marlon poor? It's to make Truman feel like he's better off and he's blessed for having a decent job.
Yeah, a decent job.
Laura Linney's supposed to be literally the cookie cutter textbook perfect girlfriend. Yeah. And even her replacement, it's just too much, right?
Yeah, but I was actually thinking while we were. I think Kristoff purposely fucks up his world.
You think?
Yep.
You think he's tired of it?
I think he wants the show to end, and I think a lot of it. Remember the famous line at the end when they have that discussion, that very reminiscent of like that God discussion where he's talking to the sky after he's escaping. And
I thought it was more Satan.
No, it's God. He's looking.
I thought honestly, I'm going to tell you why it was. Well, I thought it was more of a satanic thing because everything about it was a lie. Everything about it was manipulated to make it look like it was lipstick on a pig. But in essence, what they were doing was very much torture. He was a captive in the world. This world is literally his prison, but it's made to look like it's beautiful.
Yeah, but I think Christoph is the one. I was doing more thinking. I think he sabotages his own world.
He might.
Well, he does that talk, right? And it says, and he says that famous line, like, you never knew what was inside my head. Mm-hmm. But actually, that's not true. Mm-hmm. Christoph knew a lot what Truman was thinking because Truman had cameras on all the time. Mm-hmm. They knew to the point where he was thinking of a woman that they fucking flashbacked and showed us. They cut to a flashback of him meeting that chick. Mm-hmm. Christoph let that chick meet him. He could have cut that off any time. The minute she started acting weird, she just would have
You know what? That is true. They literally could have snatched her ass.
No, but she keeps him around. He wants that.
Maybe he's interested to see how it would look like if it wasn't so.
No, because he knows that a perfect show doesn't make it's reality. It doesn't work. It's like the same thing.
True.
Pure reality is kind of boring. You need to spice it up. That's what he thinks. So he lets that happen. You think they're going to let one thing of rain? Think about this. This is another thing. Remember the scene when he's on the beach and he's sitting there and the rain comes down, right? And it's just on him. He starts running around. What's the rain do?
Follows him. Yeah.
If it was a malfunction, the rain would have just been in that one spot. He would have been like, why is it only raining there? But the fact that the rain follows him around, that's controlled.
Maybe there was another word. I've always wondered, what if there were other people
trying to sabotage
the show because they feel like they want him out. I don't know. Christoph may have a hand in it.
Somebody does.
Somebody does. Because Christoph was going to kill his ass.
I don't think he was. I don't think Christoph was going to kill his ass.
You don't think he was?
Nope. Because that was his he wanted. He knew the ending. He had to get out. That was the logical conclusion of his story.
I don't know. I think he wanted him just to live there and die, and we was going to see the whole show.
We weren't supposed to. He was subverting expectations. That's the twist.
We gonna fight. Oh gosh, maybe he's a little bit of both.
Maybe,
there's definitely a little bit of a God aspect to it, but there's also some very like dark, evil, malevolent aspects to it. It's interesting. It's a very philosophical movie.
Yeah, it is. That's why they've made so many articles about it and religious texts.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's a whole disease based off that movie.
Yeah.
The Truman Show syndrome.
I feel like I might have that.
Yeah, see.
Are you in on it?
No.
Is there an it? Because if there was an it. And on that note, let's get into scene breakdown.
All right. What scenes do you want to talk about?
Okay. So definitely.
We're already talking about scenes. Which one do you want to talk about now?
I should say, I'd like to talk about the scene with the friend.
The one where they're talking on the...
Yeah. I feel like he was telling him in code.
You think so?
He was telling him without telling him. Yeah, I think Marlon was letting him know.
Aptly played by Noah Emmerich.
Exactly. He's so handsome. Little skinny. But kid.
But do you think he was letting him know?
I think he was letting him know in code. He's like, there is no it, but if there was an it, I'd have to be a part of it.
Maybe.
And Truman's like, yeah.
I think it's at that point, Truman's already made up his mind that he's getting out. So nothing he says there was going to change his mind.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's why he goes for his dad. He knows his dad's not really his father at this point.
Yeah. Oh my God, that fucking mother. Oh my God, I freaking love her. Holland Taylor.
Yeah.
She did the most in that movie. That lady creeped me out more than anybody else in the town.
Well, my favorite scenes when they're looking for him.
Uh-huh.
And they're all shouting for Truman. And she's like, all he needs to do is hear my voice.
He just needs to hear my voice.
Truman, mother's looking for you.
This bitch is crazy. Run, Truman, run.
Well, I think it's funny too. Like a lot of the scenes involving the mother where like when they show, they're going through his photo album and they're showing him all his photos. And there's one where he's a clown and dressed up as a clown and he's behind like a stairwell banister and he's looking through the bars. He's a clown in prison. It was
100%. 100%. I didn't notice that scene.
Yeah, and they actually use that again in the background of when the of the girl, what's her name? God, see, we should have watched
Hannah.
this. Hannah?
Laura Linney's character?
Not Laura Linney's character. And that was Meryl, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
She just goes by Hannah Gill. Yeah.
Her actress name is Hannah, and her character name is Merle. Maybe come up with a cuter name for the perfect girl.
Well, it was Sylvia.
No offense to Merle.
Played by Natasha Mechalou? No, I can't pronounce that. Well, he played Sylvia. They actually have that picture in the back of her room.
Okay.
Where it's like Free Truman, like a Free Truman rally.
Yeah.
They use that picture.
Yeah. I liked her. She was my favorite character.
Of course, you're supposed to like her.
Exactly. Love will save us all. And that's always the underlying message.
But Christoph wants her. Christoph wanted that.
I think he
because controversy breeds ratings.
Yeah.
So if you got this,
no. I was just about to say that. I think he wanted to put in a little bit.
Dude, they screen every call. They know her voice. They'd never let Sylvia come live on the air unless Christoph wanted her to come live on the air.
And facts. It does. It creates drama. It creates more intrigue for the show. Mm-hmm. And I don't want nothing to come back. Ain't no way he was able to sneak on that lie without somebody knowing. You might have a point.
Yeah, Christoph, I think.
Exactly. I don't know if it's necessarily that he wanted the show to end, but definitely throwing in some curveballs and some elements to make it seem more real life. Even if it's fucking fake rain following you, this is clearly more of an accident than he would have ever experienced in this perfect ass town. Mm-hmm. Like, what? Rain following me? The hell?
But also, like, there's certain things like they
must have had the most wackest ass science class ever.
Well, you saw their geography class. I want to be explorer like Magellan. There's no point. Everything's discovered. Now shut the fuck up.
The manipulations.
It's almost
the lens that they go through. It is scary.
Yeah.
It is so very scary. You know, like who even thought of this? To do this with someone's
Hollywood
life?
executives.
Hollywood executives.
They do it all the time in reality show. They did the Joe Schmo show.
Joe Schmo?
You don't remember Joe Schmo? It was a show like, it was like a reality show. But everyone was actors but the Joe Schmo guy.
Interesting.
So he didn't realize he was surrounded by people. He was the only one not in on it.
And they casted somebody.
Yeah.
Like a regular person.
Yeah, it was like a Big Brother show. It's like imagine you were on Big Brother.
I ain't never watched Big Brother. I don't know the concept.
Survivor, fucking American Idol, any goddamn reality show you've ever seen. Imagine if you were on American Idol and every fucking other contestant was a plant. The judges are plants, except for your stupid ass strumming on your guitar.
You know what? I believe that because my auntie loves that goddamn America's Got Talent, and I just saw the winner who did that whack ass magic show. I was like, that had to be a plant. That had to be a plant. There's no other way that he was able to beat like some of these other people who are like real singers and all of that stuff.
Actually,
that magic show was some bullshit.
Well, they wanted to do that because America's Got Talent's always gotten flack for being just like another singing competition.
Yeah.
So they want to try to like branch out their winners.
Exactly. But no, it, like from the whole like get go, like it's like the final episode. Another spoiler. If you ain't watched it, oh well. It was some bullshit. He does this like magic trick, and then everybody gets a teddy bear under their seat that says "Be kind." And I'm like, first of all, Oprah did it first with cars, and I'd much rather get a car than a teddy bear. Second of all, like, dude, how is this a magic trick? You clearly put the teddy bears under there before the audience went in and sat down. Where's the magic? I don't even know. I don't get it. Like, I didn't understand. The whole trick of the magic was that all the bears had a card on it that said, "Be kind." But then they make like the kid who plays Sofia Vergara's son on
Modern Family.
Modern Family. They were like, oh, pull from this pile of bears. Oh, see how none of the bears had "Be kind" on it? None of them? Ooh, yeah. I'm going to magically make all the bears say "Be kind" on it. The only ones that had "Be kind" on it was the one that he gave to Heidi Klum and the rest of the ones in the audience. Dude, none of those bears in that palace, they didn't check not one of them. I was like, where is the fucking magic?
You know how much
he won. So yes, I do.
You know how much I care about that?
Absolutely.
0. Why the fuck did you go on that tangent?
Because these shows are a goddamn work.
They're all work.
Just like Truman Show.
They're all work.
It's a work. It's a work.
Wrestling's a work.
Yeah, exactly. Wrestling's supposed to be a work.
But it's the only one that admits it's a work.
And it does. Everybody gives wrestling bullshit. At least it's honest about the fact that it's a work. So many of these shows have like contestants and plants in there that they just have. And I think they're actually studio hires that they just don't want to give the $1 million away.
How many times do you have to hear a story about a girl whose mother died from a car crash and father works in the coal mines, and she has a stuttering problem, but not when she sings in church.
Hallelujah.
Or she was born deaf, but then she got her hearing back, but she always wanted to sing, and now she can sing. Dude, I'm so every fucking time. It's always like
every fucking time. It's like these shows are so manipulated.
Yeah.
And that's what's scary about it. Why do we even feel like we have to? If you just go on ahead and do shit properly, it's going to be entertaining enough. Why do we feel like the entertainment for people, like in terms of like reality and stuff, why does they feel like that needs to be manufactured? We already have fictional shit.
We do.
Yeah. Real life shit can be very entertaining sometimes.
But, I mean, it's not entertaining enough.
It's not entertaining.
They don't want of course, because natural drama.
We need ratings.
Well, natural drama will happen. You put a bunch of horny teenagers in a house on a Jersey Shore.
Yeah,
drama's gonna
happen.
Gonna happen, but they want it to happen faster. That's why they put vodka in all the cabinets.
Yes, Prestige vodka. Yeah. Remember they opened up that cabinet that one time?
It
was all that plastic bottle vodka. It looked like Prestige. If y'all done ever been. Where was that CVS? I don't know, or was it Rite Aid?
Well, did you say Pop Off? That's more
familiar. Pop Off
or Stroika. You read Stroika? Oh. It's plastic vodka. They know what plastic vodka looks like.
It's plastic. UV didn't always used to be plastic.
UV
was plastic now.
It was plastic quality.
It was plastic quality.
This day's podcast sponsored by UV.
You know what? It is the best of the vodkas.
I love it.
Premium quality, smooth.
Who are you talking to? Who the fuck are you talking to?
What? That's another one of my favorite scenes.
That's my favorite.
Let me tell you something.
What?
I am so in love with Laura Linney, like, after seeing this film. Oh, my God. Just the layers upon layers. First of all, I love it when movies, like, have a position where an actor has to play an actor.
Yeah.
It's so multi-layered, and it's so interesting to see them play, like, the actor person and what they bring into that character, but then also the character that they have to portray. Laura Linney does it so freaking perfectly when she's like, this is unprofessional, and she like has to break that moment of her character in the character, and she does it so like, I mean, did she get an Oscar for this?
No,
because she needed to. She needed to. That performance was amazing. Laura Linney also kind of made the movie for me, because there's something about her character that I think that's inherently more evil than Kristoff. This woman was willing to have a whole ass baby, tricking this man like dirt. It's one thing for them to present it, but she was like, oh, okay, yeah, fine for my character. And she clearly does not like him.
No, she hates him.
She's way more of a villain in this story, but she plays it so beautifully well.
Yeah.
You know, I love her. And I love that scene. Also, I keep wondering, Marlon, are you still in the beers from your liquor store?
No, he works as a vending machine guy. He doesn't work in the liquor store.
Yeah, he works as a vending machine guy, but isn't it for that store?
They just give him that beer. The show is sponsored by that beer. That's why he always comes up holding it to the camera. All that product placement.
Oh, okay.
Come on, Z, you know that.
Well, he broke. He can't afford it.
His character's broke.
True. I bet he's sitting on millions and millions of dollars in the bank account. He's like, I can't even.
But actually, that actually brings another valid point. These actors might be sitting on millions upon millions in bank accounts.
Exactly.
But they don't get to use it.
Yeah.
They live in this fucked up town with Truman. They're just as much prisoner as he is.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, they kept having to come up, like, there's constant things throughout the show.
Cogs in the machine.
Well, there's constant things throughout the movie where Truman and Marlon are talking, and they always bring up times where Marlon disappears for like
a little bit. Yeah. He gets to go on vacation.
Like he used to work at the farm.
Yeah.
Or he was out sick with pneumonia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like, I need to go somewhere and spend my
actors,
money.
It's actually kind of funny. These actors are famous for basically being another person.
Yeah, being another person. Yeah. Which I get. Actors love to take on other roles. It's fun. It's fun to get into character and really explore people. But God, doing that your entire life 24/7, whoo-wee. I guarantee you, if I was one of those people casted in the Truman Show, I'd have such a hard time with reality because I'd be like, well, I was born here.
Also,
I grew up with them. I'm getting paid by these people who are saying it's a show, but I don't know. Maybe
also,
it's just the government.
the reality, knowing that this exists would also start fucking with other people's psyche. Like, am I in this thing?
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, there'd be a lot of mental chaos.
There would be.
Especially at the ending of it.
The existential crises would be huge.
Yeah.
But I told you.
I just pray that Free Truman group takes him on and teaches him how to be a normal person. Because if he walking out that stage and he's going right into Los Angeles, he ain't going to live very long. He don't know shit.
Oh, dude, he's so beloved, though. He'll be fine.
Dude, there's going to be some people who try to take advantage of that.
I guarantee you, dude, as soon as he comes out, he'll be a guest on TRL with Carson Daly.
Yeah, that would have been at that time. TRL, Power 106. He would have been on Jay Leno.
Yeah.
Jay Leno's ass would have been like, so what were the cars like? Oh my gosh. But yeah, it would.
What?
I would have loved to have seen a sequel about how Truman deals with the rest of the world.
I don't think you need that.
No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Absolutely, they wouldn't do it. They don't need to do it. But I'd still like to see it in my mind. I'm already playing out situations, in my head. What's it gonna be like for Truman when he goes to a theme park? He's like, "What the hell is this?"
He probably did go to a theme park. He went to Mount Rushmore.
He did go to Mount Rushmore.
They drugged his ass for that trip.
Yep. He ain't never been to Disneyland. This man ain't no. Did they have cell phones in the show?
Dude, you realize this? No, he didn't have cell phones. It was 98. And first of all, cell phones wouldn't work in that metal dome. Second of all.
Exactly. But once he gets out, people had cell phones in 98.
Yeah, kind of.
Most of those had flip phones. He didn't know, what the hell is this?
But also, he wouldn't know most things.
Yeah.
He probably doesn't know like Disneyland exists.
Probably.
The shit you talk about his education, they probably hid so much from him.
Exactly. So many films, so many movies. I'm sure he's probably not even heard of like World War II.
Well, he hasn't heard music. You ever realize there's classical music always playing in it?
Always.
Because it's not, you don't have to pay any licensing for that.
You don't,
it's public domain.
Exactly.
So they don't have like
so many things in human history and culture that he just wouldn't know about. Mm-hmm. It's so scary.
That's terrible.
Oh my God. I would be I'm sitting there watching the movie and I'm just like, I'm just waiting for him to come in with that damn AK-47 and go postal on everybody.
There's no guns.
Clearly there's no guns. I'm sorry. I am sorry. That would have broken my psyche. That's the kind of shit that make you just snap and be like, I'm just going to kill everybody because I don't know what's going on and it's weirding me out.
He does break down.
Yeah. Yeah. But I expected his breakdown to be a little bit more like violent and crazy.
Why?
Because you find out that your entire life has been manipulated. You think you have free will, but you really don't. You're existing in a society where every single person has been in on the lie. All of these people have lied to you and kept you in captivity for years.
But he's not a naturally violent
person. You break
out.
You ain't got to kill everybody, but somebody getting punched in the face, at least. Christoph, I'm coming for you. He was supposed to be paid by Dennis Hopper.
I like Dennis Hopper.
You do. You like Dennis Hopper.
He died pretty young too.
Yeah. Yeah. He was going through that sin of where he, was the villain. And
he's always the villain.
He's always the villain. He just got that look.
He was King Koopa.
He was.
That movie's fucking
He was King Koopa.
Okay, who the fuck wrote that?
You know what? His old ass should have played Voldemort. Because you wouldn't know that unless you read the book. I know, right? Here I am again. Voldemort is supposed to be old as fuck. But getting back to Dennis Hopper. Yeah, Dennis Hopper. He was supposed to play Kristoff. And the studio had him on, and Peter Weir was like, I don't know if it's working. It literally in a couple of days, they had to cut his character. And for Kristoff's scenes, they were saving him all kind of towards the end because you could just film that on a studio lot because it looks like a studio.
Yeah.
So they saved it for last, and it was literally a week before they were going to have to shut down production on the entire film. They had nobody casted. And I think he got a call from somebody who was like, well, what about Ed Harris? Mm-hmm. And they called Ed Harris in. They had him read a couple of lines. They were like, yep, that's you. Ed Harris literally had a weekend to discover his character and go over his motivations. And it was pretty much all Ed Harris off the cuff. He didn't have much time. And he does such a great job playing that role. That character is so imposing. He's probably like the strongest character in the show or in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just to think that Ed Harris had such little time to portray that powerful of a role.
I mean, it's Ed Harris.
Yeah.
He's a powerhouse actor.
He really is. He's phenomenal. Oh my gosh.
He's in the best Michael Bay movie, The Rock.
Still haven't seen
Which, how have you never seen The Rock? Sean
Because
Connery,
it's Michael
Nicolas
Bay.
Cage, Michael Biehn.
Because it's Michael Bay.
I don't give a shit.
The only good thing I've ever seen that Michael Bay has produced is Black Sails.
He produced it, but he actually did The Rock.
Yeah, I know. We'll watch The Rock. We'll watch The Rock. We'll watch The Rock
Also,
and we'll do an episode on it.
Have you ever seen it? Dude, we got to get our episodes tighter than this. We've just been rambling for an hour and a half.
They know what they came here for.
I didn't. Yes, you did. Oh, God. Yeah, we were like, we're going to do this and that and this and that. He's been yelling at each other for hours.
I was going to say, well, horror month is coming up. So October, we're doing horror movies.
All right, which one are we starting with?
I don't know, but I know Alien's going to be one of them because that's one of my favorites.
Ooh, what?
Might do the Drag Me to Hell one. You know I love that. Sam Raimi, yes. When are we going to get that sequel?
They're not going to do a sequel to that.
They're not, but they so good.
They're not going to.
Sam Raimi, I'm going to need you to do a sequel to Drag Me to Hell, and I want you to place it in Louisiana.
Why?
Because everything's creepier in Louisiana, honey.
Like what?
Not to mention, the Lamia came from some gypsy witches. I would love to see. I mean, they tried to bring in, what was it? A soothsayer or something. They tried to bring in some kind of lady to help fight off the Lamia, but she was useless. I would love to see what happened when they bring in some voodoo aspects to it.
She would have been useless had she just chopped that goat up.
I know, right? Like, damn, bitch, chop the goat up.
How did they fuck that up so badly?
It's not that hard. They should have called the Warrens because the Warrens would have been like, we ain't even going to use no damn goat. There's too much margin of error for that. We just going to put it in this doll and go on about our business and lock it up in our basement. More efficient. I'm just saying.
The real Warrens are kind of quacks.
I know. But the cinematic Warrens.
That's the best part of those movies. Their constant
Absolutely.
chemistry is so good.
Yes. Absolutely. We love you, Vera Farmiga. That's my girl.
I feel like we talked about this. Did we talk about this last time?
Did we? Oops. We went into a little bit. But yeah. We got some horror stuff.
We did, because we talked about fucking running scared, and I went into that for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We got to get more focused. We're in episode 2. We're already fucking repeating the shit out of ourselves. Half this fucking episode was Harry Potter.
No, it wasn't. I felt like we didn't talk about Harry Potter enough in the last episode.
We barely talked about the Truman Show.
You know what? We call it Watch Hard, but what this really is Watch Harry. Oh my gosh. I mean,
and we only got like 5 minutes left.
I was going to say, yeah, we only got 5 minutes left. I just looked at the clock and I was like, But, you know.
No, what?
I don't know shit. I got lost. My brain died. Oops. What?
Anyways, to wrap
What
it up
am I
real
doing
fast,
here?
The Truman Show is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, watch it. You saw it.
Movie.
Dude, this was... We did not go in depth at all. We literally...
I mean, we kind of did.
No,
we kind of
did
went in
not.
depth. We talked about some scenes. We talked about some
Barely.
casting choices.
We never set them up.
You know
we
what?
just
One
shouted
thing
like they know what we're talking about.
One thing I absolutely will say
What?
about the movie is, remember last time when we were talking about the cable guy and we were talking about how Jim Carrey's mannerisms kind of bogged the movie down?
Yeah.
I know that Robin Williams was up for this character, and I love Robin Williams. There's something about it that I think only Jim Carrey could make that role work.
He could have worked because this would have been right after Good Will Hunting.
No, absolutely. I'm not saying Robin Williams wouldn't have worked. I just think for this specific movie, Jim Carrey was the best choice.
Also, with Robin Williams, you also have to age Truman up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be in there a little bit longer because Truman's only 30.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Yeah.
And I'm 30. That makes me feel old.
I know. Yeah, you had casted Robin Williams.
You'd have to
the prospect of having a child,
yeah,
that would have had to change in the movie. You know, and you need that scene so much, you know, because it just adds to the creepiness of the situation.
Yeah, he's trying to force this kid to
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, Jim Carrey he was the right age, and he also had the right mannerisms and the right reactions. Just something about him.
Yeah.
He makes it just light enough to where it doesn't creep me out enough to where I don't want to watch it.
Yeah.
Like, this is just too disturbing. I can't do this. Jim Carrey's there, and he lightens it.
Well,
up
yeah, because it's not a horror movie.
Yeah, it's not a horror.
It's just a dramedy.
It's horrific, but it's not a horror
it's
movie.
not a horror movie.
Yeah, and he helps kind of balance.
He
the
does.
tone
He keeps it so it doesn't feel just so like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it works.
Absolutely.
So check it out if you haven't seen it. We got 5 minutes. Let's wrap it up. What do you want to talk about?
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What movies we gonna go see? So we gotta go.
You still need to see Free Guy. You absolutely need to see Free Guy.
Yes.
No. And I'm going to tell you why. I remember when we finished the Truman Show, I was like, I wonder how that would work in today's age with cell phones and all of that stuff in video games. Free Guy definitely kind of explores the same themes and concepts of the Truman Show, even though it's in more of a video game world. And of course, Ryan Reynolds does a fabulous job.
Yeah,
he's hilarious. He kind of has a little bit of that Jim Carrey.
Yeah, kind
energy,
of. Where you can do serious drama. Yeah,
exactly.
You know what the worst video game movie, in my opinion, is?
Mm-hmm.
And it was Ready Player One.
I never saw it.
You didn't.
I never saw it.
You didn't. Shit. It is literally.
Mm-hmm.
We own these intellectual properties. Oh! What?
I was just saying. Also, Lil Ray. Is it Lil Ray? Lil Ray Howery, the funny one.
Yeah.
He's in Free Guy.
Is he?
Yeah. Go see it.
Okay.
It's like it was definitely one of the better summer movies that I saw. It was absolutely hilarious. Like I said, it's very much an updated version of the Truman Show.
Okay.
Yeah. Go see it.
Okay.
Yes. New movie.
But yeah, don't waste your time on Ready Player One.
I wouldn't. I wasn't going to.
It sucks.
It looked like
it's like by people who think they knew video games like in the 90s and like never learned anything else about video games. Kind of no real update. Real fast. There's a scene that drives me nuts in that fucking movie. There's this race.
Mm-hmm.
There's this fucking race that in order to get like this key to the puzzle that keeps you further on in this fucking game to win this dude's treasure.
Mm-hmm.
You have to beat this race, but nobody beats this race. It's a fucking unwinnable race, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, one guy goes, I wonder if I drive backwards. He drives backwards and he wins the race. He's like, I figured it out. It's video games. People would have already been driving backwards on that track. People do stupid shit in video games all the time. Glitches are found like that.
Yeah.
Very rarely are secrets kept longer than a few days anymore.
Yeah.
Especially in a world where they live in this thing. It's called the Oasis, and they all live there. It's a really terrible movie. It fucking sucks. I hated that movie. Everything about it, I fucking hate.
Has there? I'm really trying to search my brain. Has there been any good video game movies outside of the first Mortal Kombat?
I like Street Fighter.
I forgot about you with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, but not because of him.
I forgot about.
It's all about Raw Julia. He's the best part of that movie,
okay.
And he only does it for his son because he's dying.
And
he died right after that movie was shot.
I have not seen that movie since middle school.
Dude, it sucks. It's a terrible movie.
Yeah.
But Raw Julia makes the whole goddamn movie.
I'm trying to think, are there any other video game movies? I feel like there's some obvious video games that would clearly transcend very well to film that they have not done. Yeah. Where's the God of War movie?
They're not going to do God of War. It's too violent. It's too violent. They're not going to make a fucking video game hard R like that. No way.
Oh my God, please do it. If they did it like in the vein of the new Suicide Squad movie,
they're not gonna
work.
No, they're not gonna do it.
It could work.
They're not gonna do it, dude.
They're not gonna. I'm told. I've only ever played Halo 3 and mostly just matches with playing matches online, just shooting people in the what is it called? I want to say Crucible, but that's Destiny.
Was it just multiplayer?
Was it just multiplayer? Yeah, that's the only thing I ever really did with Halo. But I'm told the actual storyline in the game,
dude, Halo,
really, really good.
That movie's been canceled forever.
Yeah,
we kind of got a Halo movie with
District 9?
No, Elysium.
Elysium, yes,
kind of, yeah. But that movie
just
sucked
a little bit.
That was instead of the District 10, we got Elysium.
Are they finally doing District 10?
That's dead.
Is that dead in the water?
That's never coming out.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not like there aren't video games that have great storylines that can transition over to film pretty effectively. I think the problem is First of all, they always trying to do it from a kid aspect. They're like, oh, you got to make it for the kids because these are video games. Video games have ratings as well. Do not make an MA video game
Well, I
for
think
children.
I think part of my problem is real fast because we got to wrap this up.
Yes.
The new Mortal Kombat
Uh-huh.
that was released, in my opinion, is one of the shittiest movies ever made.
It was garbage.
Because what they try to do is like, oh, it's a hard R because look at all this violence.
Right.
But all they did was just take a shitty, like basic Marvel, let's gather a team of superheroes up and just slap some CGI blood on it and try to pretend it was something it wasn't. It fucking sucked. They made a new character that looked like we wrote it in 2 seconds, like this podcast.
Yes. He was
Cole Young.
Exactly. He was essentially the Black Panther character of Mortal Kombat. And it was just horrible. I think the thing that pisses me off the most though is that they clearly maxed out all the budget on the special effects. Those sets were so cheap and so goddamn terrible.
Yeah.
It looked like they shot that shit in fucking Pedro, Barstow.
Well, they did.
Exactly. It was just, I mean, no.
Do you realize there was like 4 locations in that entire movie?
Outworld looked like shit.
Yeah, we never barely saw it. We saw like 2
exactly.
things.
2 seconds in Outworld, and it looked like Arizona with some like poor like blue lens over the camera. It was awful.
It was terrible.
It was so terrible. Well, the actors were shit. Not all the actors were bad though. I love the guy who played Kung Lao, even though they killed him. Spoiler. He gets the best kill in the fucking movie, and then they kill him off like literally a split second later. I was like, well, that was just bullshit.
Yeah, it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
Anyways, we need to wrap this up.
We do need to wrap this up. I mean, I got nothing else. My brain is dead. Probably from drinking that delicious UV vodka.
Ooh, now in raspberry. UV, please don't sue us. We have no money. We're poor.
They're not gonna sue us. They're gonna be like, shit, you right.
Please don't make us drink your product.
Please don't make us.
Anyways, all right. So I'm Ryan O'Toole, and that's Bobby Z. We're Watch Hard.
Absolutely.
I don't know any of our social media shit.
Oh yeah, we got to start putting up our social media tags on the thing. We'll get that ready for you, America. I will tag our social media in our YouTube. You can find us at Watch Hard Productions at YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. Or Watch Hard Prod 1.
What is it?
On Instagram.
What is it?
We will post it. I was going to say, I will make sure that is ready and posted for you. All right. We're not the best at social media.
We're not the best at a lot of things. We're barely passable at most things. Hey, I'm pretty good at Overwatch.
I'm pretty good at eating.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Damn Crohn's disease. Can't eat shit. And on that note,
we're out.
We're out.
All right.
All right.
Later, guys.
Later.